myself. It's better for my health. Leave it on the shelf. Ain't hearing nothing else. Tonight ain't the night. Knowing the price. Pay it off with my life. Till it's out with your lights. Do it all for the Christ. And he ain't playing nice. Knew the end from the start. Fix your face like it's art. The sons of a simp, call him Bart. Yeah, you did your best, played your part. But now it's time to cut you to the heart. Flex on occasion. It's the strangest of the salvation. You see it, believe it, amazing. Them chariots coming invasion since the creation. War, mine, Lord, bless the general. Greatest nation, eat them unequivocal. Bombs dropping, buddy, cause it's biblical. Start shit, now it's time to finish. Whoa. Said he won't vote, he looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world.
I can't wait for our kingdom to start and for there to be finished. Get rid of all of their idols and lying religions. Look for the crown like an Edris. Hey, this that crown talk. Wisdom of Solomon 5 talk. This that second Edris 6 and 9. We want eyes talk. It's your time to end. And my time again. It's our time to win. Away with the sin. You know what it is. Rejoice with my kin. See that is why we repented. Go to streets, I can see myself in it. The city is bright, the kingdom of light. A wonderful sight past the angels, the inner light. I need 1,000 years of labor. Sit on my throne with my savior. Try to know wine, press alone. He bring pain like major. You think the nations is equal to us? TK Kirkland, who raised you? Flex on occasion, my God a racist. That's why we moving with patience. It's been a long time coming. I spent my whole life running. Now that I'm 10 toes down and established my faith on 100. Woe to the nations, my king will race them. You know they gotta be punished. Jeremiah 25. Yeah, you know they gon' fry. Whoa. Said he won't vote, he looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world.
Yeah. Ooh, nice and loud. We like
Damn.
it. You know what I'm saying?
The audio is.
See how they do us?
Yeah.
We all the way up.
It's always something.
Now it's down.
Now we all the
There
way
you go.
down.
There you go. All praises. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Most high in Christ. Bless. Hey, y'all. Shalom, family. Most high in Christ. Bless. Lord willing. Y'all had a great weekend and an excellent Sabbath. We are the Nehemiah squad. We're going to reintroduce ourselves. I am Captain Sakai.
Hey, it's Officer Shim.
Officer Judah.
All right. All praises. Hey, throw that thumbnail up there, man. Throw that thumbnail up there. All right. So today's show, Trump versus NATO. And the not so epic fury operation.
Right.
Ayatollah and Netanyahu dead. Hey, there's a lot going on out there, y'all. It's a lot going on. All right. It seemed like every week this war keep taking like different turns. New things is happening. It ain't like back in the days. Remember, they used to have wars that just kept going on. There was nothing happening. Yeah. Now, it's so much technology and so much, it's a lot to talk about, y'all. There's a lot to talk about, you know? So, yo, let's get started. Hit me with video number 2. All right, so before we hit that, so y'all know what's going on. Matter of fact, throw up that, now, before you get that, throw up the map of the Strait of Hormuz, right? Let's throw this up, right? So, those of y'all, most of y'all probably know what this is already, right? But the Strait of Hormuz is a waterway where all of these ships go through from Asia into African area and all of that, right? Right here, all right? And so they got to get through there and do what? They delivering oil. Most of the oil tankers go through there. If you see the Persian Gulf, right? So a lot of them, they load up in there, load up the tankers with the fuel, with oil and all of that, go back the other way, so on and so forth. So what Iran did, Iran got that all shut down. The only people that can go through there are their friends.
Damn.
So the United States can't go through there. None of the European nations could go through there, right? So this is what's going on. So now Donald Trump, remember, he was talking about how they got Iran on the ropes. They got Iran all beat up and destroyed, but now he's looking for help. All right, so hit video number 2. Look at this, y'all.
They ain't playing with Donald,
No, they ain't playing.
the orange man.
They ain't playing at all.
Are you confident that France will help with the reopening of Strait of Hormuz?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I think he's going to help. I mean, I'll let you know. I spoke to him yesterday. I don't do a hard sell on them because my attitude is we don't need anybody. We're the strongest nation in the world. We have the strongest military.
You see that? That's their pomp, man.
Yeah.
That's the pomp. Hey, y'all got to do something with this audio. It sounds crazy. That's the pomp of the United States of America. So he said he's not doing a hard sell, meaning he's not going to force them, right? But he already know behind the scenes, they already told him we ain't messing with you, right? So now he trying to come out and act like, oh, nah, I'm not doing a hard sell. You know, I just want to see. And yo, hit play.
By far in the world. We don't need them. But it's interesting. I'm almost doing it in some cases, not because we need them, but because I want to find out how they react. Because I've been saying for years that if we ever did need them, they won't be there. Not all of them, but they won't be there. I was very surprised with the United Kingdom, because the United Kingdom, 2 weeks ago, I said, why don't you send some ships over? And he really didn't want to do it. I said, you don't want to do it. We've been with you. You're our oldest ally. And we spend a lot of money on, NATO and all of these things to protect you.
Hit pause.
I mean,
So he said that he went to the UK and they didn't want to send no ships through the strait to try to help open it back up for the European countries. You know why? Because Iran is hitting everybody who deal with America. They don't care what country you are. Oh, yeah? You helping? Where your base at? Boom, we hitting you. And now people, they taking Iran real serious.
Right.
They taking them real serious. So now he said, yeah, I'm surprised you our oldest ally. Yeah, they said, man, old nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you've been telling all lies, so we ain't no ally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they like, we ain't doing this with you.
No.
Right.
Nah,
Hey,
man.
I
You don't
know
know
back
what
in the
the hell
day,
you doing.
I
Go
had
ahead.
a little crew we ran with, right? And this new guy comes in, one of my cousin's friends or what, he come in from out of town. And he not really tough like that.
Right.
But he seen that how we was, so we took him out one night and he just calling out everybody. Like he's just real big and bad. And we don't want to whoop your cousin. You know what I'm saying? But you got to talk to your cousin, right? He got into it with these dudes at a restaurant. And we all gathered together and we was like, hey man, we gonna have to let him, he got to experience it.
Damn.
So we kind of let that happen. And that's right. That's kind of what's going on here.
Yeah.
The other countries like, hey, look, man, you talking crazy and
For real.
you're going to have to see one. They
Yeah.
let it happen.
Yeah, because in order for us to roll like a unit and fight for you, we got to know that you able to knuckle up.
Yeah.
And get your own game going.
Yes.
Once we
Exactly.
find out you really about this, now we got you.
Yeah.
But other than that, you got to get up out of here. Right? So the U.S. is getting tapped in the chin right now, right? Go ahead, hit play.
protecting them. We're working with them on Ukraine. Ukraine's thousands of miles away, separated by a vast ocean. We don't have to do that, but we did it. Well, Biden did it. I mean, I have to be honest with you. Biden got taken to the cleaners. But we worked with them in Ukraine. We don't need to work with them in Ukraine. And then they tell us that we have a mine ship around, and they don't want to do it. I think it's terrible. No, I was very surprised. I told him, we requested 2 aircraft carriers, which they had, and he didn't really want to do it. And then right after the war essentially ended, meaning they were obliterated, he said,
Whoa, hit pause. So now he's trying to act like Iran has been obliterated. Iran is everything but obliterated. You got to find all other words but the word obliterated.
Right.
All right, they running much game. Y'all gonna see what it is as we go forth. Y'all gonna see. It's a lot of crazy. Y'all brothers and sisters who's watching, y'all better call everybody and share this. I'm telling you, it's crazy right now. Go ahead, hit play.
That's why the United
Focus
Kingdom ain't messing with them, Cap. He talk about they obliterated.
Right.
Now he said use a lie, man. They obliterating us.
Right. We getting tossed to
bruh.
and fro. Go ahead, hit play.
I would like to send the aircraft carriers. I said, I don't need them after the war is ended and won. I need it before the war. So I was very upset not upset, I was not happy
That's
with
the same
the UK.
thing as upset.
Right.
I think they'll be involved, yeah, maybe. But they should be involved enthusiastically. We've been protecting these countries for years with NATO because NATO is us.
Oh, whoa. Heard that? He said NATO is us. That's true.
Yeah.
NATO is the United States. Yep. Without the U.S., NATO don't even move, really. You know what I mean? But, once again, you got Trump putting himself against NATO, like the United States against the rest of NATO. Go ahead, hit play.
You can ask Putin. Putin fears us.
Damn.
He doesn't fear. He has no fear of Europe whatsoever. He fears the United States of America and the military that was built by me in the first term.
Support journalism. More lies.
Yo, that man is crazy.
More lies.
Yo, the man said he built the military. You have to love Donald Trump, man.
Right.
More lies.
This guy's a comedian, bro.
He
Putin ain't scared of that. Ain't scared of you.
He never been in no fight like that.
Nah.
He built a military.
Hell no. Listen, I'll be shocked if Donald Trump actually ever had a knuckle fight in his life.
No, he never have, man.
I don't think he's ever raised his fist, man. This man is crazy, bro.
He probably got earth, wind, and fire slapped out his ass. he ain't fought nobody before, man.
Right. Hey, y'all. Oh, so look, I want to bring something up real quick. Hold on. We talking about that. Let's go to video number 11. Go to number 11. All right. This guy right here always got some good stuff. He's hilarious. All right, video number 11. So we still on the topic of Donald Trump looking for people to help, right? So watch this. Go ahead, hit play.
Y'all, hope everybody out there is having an awesome day. I have a bunch of war updates for you. Needless to say, this is humiliating. It's humiliating. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. I don't have enough negative descriptors to really, truly get it across to you how terrible this has been. But basically, we have the most evil regime we've ever seen, and they also happen to be at the same time the most incompetent regime you've ever seen. Okay, so we're going to get into all of it. Trump is effectively begging for help as Iran pummels the axis of Epstein, and missiles continue.
Oh, he said the axis of Epstein. Let me tell you something. Epstein is alive, bro. This man is involved, and he's been dead for how long? But he's so-called dead for how long? And he's involved in everything. But he's right. Because that Epstein mentality and everything that he put in, that's why this is happening. Why is he calling it the axis of Epstein? Because Epstein has a lot of evidence or blackmailable things against a lot of these people. Right? And what Epstein's down with Israel. So whenever they're ready to say, hey, listen, push the button on Iran, do it, they got to do it because they don't want to deal with the pictures, the video.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why he's saying that. But hit play.
To pound Tel Aviv day after day. We have the MAGA goons are completely falling apart as they desperately try to defend Trump's war. We have the Netanyahu question, y'all. We're going to get into that. Is Netanyahu dead or alive? There's a huge
hit pause. We're going to jump on that a little bit later, y'all. All right? Go ahead. Hit play.
Raging debate on social media over this. We'll also get to Tucker Carlson is saying that he caught the CIA spying on him and that Trump is likely to charge him with crimes. Stop and think about that. A guy who was, an ally to the president 7 seconds ago, and it looks like they may be targeting him for crimes. And then later on, we have micro penis allegations against
what? They wilding. Go ahead, play. Y'all don't worry about it.
One of the large MAGA TV
this
hosts.
This is just his opening thing, but I want to past that opening. I just wanted he getting ready to say something in a little while. Go ahead, play.
And we also have, this is truly a nightmare scenario where we have China completely surrounding Taiwan, North Korea firing missiles, and World War III fears erupting. Okay? So it's all happening at once, bro. I always butcher this quote, but there's something.
But hit pause for a second. And this is what I remember Deacon Malachi was bringing this out, right? United States is going so crazy that now China's going to feel like they could do whatever they want with Taiwan. Why would they not? Because United States is do what? They ran down Gaza. They hitting Iran. They doing whatever they want. Running down on Greenland. Running down on Cuba. Running down on Venezuela. Yo, it's a lot going on. Running down on Nigeria. They don't give a damn. So how they going to tell somebody don't run down on something?
Right.
But that's what he's saying. But hit play.
Like, over the course of years, days happen, but then over the course of days, years happen. I know I'm butchering that, but you get the point. Like, you can go through long stretches where nothing happens and then short stretches that, like, totally rework the global order. And that's basically what we're going through right now. So you guys know the deal, man. Everybody please do me a big favor. Subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon. That helps the channel out a lot. You can also support the show on Patreon. That link is below if you're so inclined. You can also sign up for Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. Again, that link is below as well. Remember, guys, this is real independent media, so I've never done an ad read. I've never talked to an advertiser. I've never taken money from a PAC or a government or a billionaire or anything like that. I'm very proud of that fact. You guys have made that possible with your $2 a month donations, $5 a month donations. So thank you again for all of you who do support the show. And of course, everybody go sign up for Corn's World or go subscribe to Corn's World.
Hit pause. Hey, sorry about that, y'all. Right? We got to listen to all of this because guess what? I didn't have the minute marker. Hit play.
Kyle and Corn episodes every Monday night. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. So let me start with this. We're already at the point where the illegal and offensive war on Iran, waged by the axis of Epstein, the Israel and U.S., the cost has surpassed $20 billion.
Yo.
Hey, so
are you serious right now?
Damn.
$20 billion for what? What are you getting? What is the United States and them getting out of this? We're going to find out. They trying to get something out of this. That's a big investment, $20 billion. You're going to find out where all this money coming from, where it's going. It's some amazing stuff, but go ahead, hit play.
So the official number, and this was, a little while ago that this was posted, so it's probably up way more now, right? But we're probably at like $23 billion already blown on this illegal and offensive war. Just to put that in perspective for you, that is free school breakfast and free school lunch for every kid in America for an entire school year. Mm-hmm. That we instead decided to use blowing up elementary schools in Iran and bombing oil refineries, which then poisoned a city of 10 million people. So we decided to terrorize the world as opposed to feed our own kids.
Right.
Draw your own conclusions based off of that as to what kind of a country we are, okay? Then we have this. So there's a bunch of reporting that's coming out from the New York Times. They are saying that Netanyahu defied Trump in striking the Iranian oil, that Trump allegedly warned against targeting Iran's oil, and Netanyahu did it anyway because it would trigger chaos in Tehran. So as I told you,
Right. So they didn't want to hit the oil refineries and all of that because then Iran would hit their oil refineries or their oil deposits, right? But Israel has something else planned. They trying to make Iran go into like a dark zone to where the people will start to have chaos in their own country against their own leaders, right? Oh no, stop the war. That's what he's hoping for, right? Let's drop this for a second. I know there's something else I want out of there. Hit play again. There's something else I want out of there. Bring it back. How y'all drop it that quick? Go ahead.
We know that the Israeli goal is not actually just regime change in Iran. They want Iran to
Right, go ahead.
to be a failed state. They want it to be like Libya. They want like warlords dividing up the country and ruling over different portions of it. They want open slave markets. They just want to make it so Iran is no longer a regional player that can threaten their dominance and their hegemony. Right. That's the point. And Israel's goal is, let's become a regional superpower first, and then in the long run, let's become a global superpower.
Right.
Okay?
Hit pause. And the reason, and this is crazy, right? You might think, how is Israel going to become a global superpower? But what's happening, like we told y'all last week, Israel is trying to stretch themselves and take over all of these Arab countries. That's what they want. They want to take over the Middle East. Then I heard that in South America, they're trying to get Argentina and all of that area down there. They're really trying to stretch. This is a whole other, Esau really going for it right now.
Right.
They 100% going for it. You know, based on what he said, jump to minute 16.
Insane to watch. One more time. This is so crazy. So you see the two interceptors trying to get up there, right? And then here's the missile.
Right.
Yoinks! Just fucking goes right by him.
Right. So those are the interceptor missiles trying to stop the Iranian missile, and it didn't work. So right now, Israel's defense, all that Iron Dome and all that is dead. Iran is coming with I ain't gonna say full arsenal, but they coming with they got one called a dancing missile and all that. They coming with their flavor. That right there might have been the dancing missile. That's probably why, because they said that the missile actually will negotiate turns when it sees the interceptors coming. Yeah, it's a whole other thing going on. Hit play.
And then the delayed shockwave. Bro, Tel Aviv getting lit up, ski dog. So the Houthis
Damn.
Go ahead.
are
Look at
threatening to close the Bab al-Mandab Strait, the Red Sea's gateway. Quote, our fingers are on the trigger. Yemen's participation is just a matter of time. Full coordination with the resistance axis. So, bro, having like a double closure coming up, oh my goodness, oh my word. Again, people, gas has already gone up a lot. It can go up more than this, bro.
Right,
And
right.
it's going to go up more than this.
Right.
And, you know, we'll get to the clip in a second. But if you think they have any idea how to get the Strait of Hormuz opened again, they literally don't. They have no idea what to do. More on that in a second. The Cradle says, according to Israel's public broadcaster, the army and the security establishment are demanding that the government approve the call-up of around 450,000 reserve soldiers. Excuse me. So what they're doing here is they're trying to amass
Watch this.
a bunch of troops for a colossal ground invasion to steal all of South Lebanon. That's the point.
Damn.
So as I keep telling you, this is the axis of Epstein, and they're trying to create the Fourth Reich. Make no mistake about it. This is part of the greater Israel plan.
Right. So hit
The
pause.
point is to
Right. That's what we're talking about, the greater Israel, right? So now they thinking that's what they want to bring these troops in there to do what? Take over the area and then occupy, right? So if they can occupy Lebanon, because right now, okay, yeah, you fighting Iran, but now all of a sudden you in Lebanon, right? Playing games, right? Throwing a puff of smoke, doing the Green Goblin. Remember the Green Goblin would fly up there and then drop one of his little, his potion, poof, and then fly off. You in the smoke. You don't know what the hell going on.
Right.
Right? But y'all, hold on. Let me just read the scripture. We got to get the scripture, man. Let me get Isaiah 13. We got to read this. Y'all seeing all of this go on. This is the Lord. This is what we was talking about last week. Remember that? They were saying, oh, yeah, they're ushering in Christ and they're going to usher in. Yeah, they are. But it's not going to be to their liking. Let me get Isaiah 13 and read verse 1.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
Right. Jump down to verse 3.
Verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger.
Go ahead.
Even them that rejoice in my highness.
Go ahead.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains.
Yep.
Like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together.
Right.
The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Right. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. Right. Meaning what? He's bringing all these countries together to fight. Right. Verse 1 said the burden of Babylon. Who's that? That's the United States.
Right.
That's what's happening, y'all. All right. Let's get back to that video.
steal the territory. The point is to annihilate anybody in the way.
Right.
Women, children, doesn't matter. They've already displaced like 700,000 people in Lebanon.
Damn.
And this is barely being talked about. This is barely being
You
discussed.
heard that, y'all?
So-
So now they've already displaced 700,000 people in Lebanon. We're not even knowing about this part,
Right.
right? So this is what's happening all across Israel. In America is really just losing their damn minds, all right? Hey, listen, we're going to drop this video, all right? Let's get to number 5, right? Because now you have the Iranian foreign minister, right? He's coming out and talking now. Now we're going to hear from Iran's own mouth what's going on, all right? That's really what you want. Because it seemed like Iran, they just doing stuff. You don't know exactly what's going on. They sent the foreign minister out to have like a press day. So he was out all day talking to media, letting them know what's going on, right? So y'all could just start the video from the beginning. We're going to go to about 2:40.
Turn now to the Foreign Minister of Iran, Abbas Araghchi. A good evening to you, sir.
Well, good evening to you. Thank you for having me for the second time.
Yes, and they are extraordinary times. Minister, President Trump said this weekend he is not ready to make a deal with Iran because the terms aren't good enough yet. His administration is saying this war could last another 3.5 weeks or so. Has Iran asked for a ceasefire?
No, we never asked for a ceasefire, and we have never asked even for negotiation. We are ready to defend ourselves as long as it takes.
Damn.
And this is what we have done so far, and we continue to do that until President Trump comes to the point that this is an illegal war with no victory, and there are people being killed only because President Trump wants to have fun. This is what he has said.
Yo,
Have fun.
right. So, yeah, right. So she's asking him, "Are y'all negotiating for a ceasefire?" He said, "Nah, we ain't worried about no ceasefire. We about to throw these bows." You know what I mean? And he's saying Trump is what? He's having fun, right? What he means is that he said it already. It's an illegal war. It's illegal. They're not supposed to be doing this. They sat down to negotiate. They went against that, and that's what he's talking about. All right, hit play, y'all.
Fun?
We are not. Yes, this is what he said, that they are sinking, ships and targeting different places because it is fun. And the Secretary of War has said that there is no mercy. And this is actually a war crime. Even saying that is a war crime. So this is a war. This is a war of choice by President Trump and the United States, and we are going to continue our self-defense.
Well, that may be your position.
Where we at on that,
sir,
y'all? You had 2 minutes? All right, that's cool. Go to 4:55. Watch this. So now they're gonna start talking about the Strait of Hormuz again. All right, and watch what he says about that.
Is reporting that European diplomats from France and Italy are talking to your government about trying to get safe passage for their ships. Are you open to restarting oil and gas vessels going through there?
Well, we are open to countries who want to talk to us about the safe passage of their vessels.
You are negotiating with France and Italy?
Well, I cannot mention any country in particular.
So hold on, y'all. Hold on. So right now, what he's saying is that, remember, we watched the first video. Trump was saying he's trying to get everybody to do what? To get with him and help him get through the Strait of Hormuz, but nobody wants to help out. This guy is saying now, right, the foreign minister is saying that the European nations are contacting him directly to negotiate so they can get through. So he's allowing. He said, "All right, cool. If y'all talking with the right language, yeah, we're gonna make it happen for you." So that's where they at with it. Go ahead, hit play.
Been approached by a number of countries who wants to have a safe passage for their vessels, and this is up to our military to decide. And they have already decided to let a group of vessels belongs to different countries to pass in a safe and secure. So we provide them security to pass because we have not closed this strait. They are not coming themselves because of the insecurity which is there because of the aggression by the U.S.
I want to ask you again about the negotiations. Iran has declared it has 440 kilos or so of nuclear material. Where is that material now? Who has custody of it?
Now,
is she crazy?
Thank you. Anybody who watching is going to be like, wait a minute, how the hell you going to ask him where's that material at?
Right.
Oh, yeah, I have it right here. I have it right here, Miss Face of the Nation. I have it. Do you like to see it? Like, what are you talking about, lady? Who has it? Go ahead. Yo, I'm telling you, Esau got a lot of, I'm telling you, man, Esau is a proud
prideful
demon.
people, bro.
Man, they proud. Nobody
Very
asks
proud,
questions
bro.
like this, man.
And it's the woman, too.
Right.
White woman.
Talking about, and where is it? Hit play.
Well, we have not declared. This is verified and declared by the agency.
That's
this
right.
is not a secret. This is not a secret, The agency have said in his many reports the exact amount of our enriched, nuclear material.
Yes. So where is it now? Who has custody of
She's
it?
still going.
They are under the rubbles. Our nuclear facilities were attacked, and everything is under the rubbles. Of course, there is the possibility.
Hold on, pause. You see how slick my man is? Mm-hmm. He answered beautifully. Yep. He said everything was attacked. It's under the rubble. That thing ain't under no damn rubble, man. Right. They got it, and they got a bomb, too. Yeah. Listen, y'all, the scriptures is very clear and plain. These people right here, the Carmenians, the Persians, the Iranians, whichever name you want to use, they will have the bomb. If they don't have it already, they have it. They have the understanding. They got the brain power, and they will use it 100%. So he's answering her dumb just the same way she's asking the question dumb. Where's the materials? It's underneath the ground, buried, miss. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, my man got missiles. They got like 1,000 missiles with that stuff in it, man. Go ahead, hit play.
To retreat them, but under the supervision of the agency. If one day we come to the conclusion to do that, it would be under the supervision of the agency. But for the time being, we have no program, we have no plan to recover them from under the rebels.
Am I understanding you here? Because I know that you said 48 hours before the U.S. strikes happened, you had personally offered to President Trump's negotiators to take that 440 kilo amount of 60% enriched material and to dilute it. You said Iran was ready to give that material away. This was in the deal that was also presented to Vice President Vance by Oman. Today, is Iran still willing to let go of that enriched uranium?
Well, that was one of the elements of a deal that we were negotiating with our, American interlocutors. That element dealt with the question of Iran's 60% enriched material. And I offered actually that we are ready to dilute those enriched material or downblend them, as they say, into lower percentage. So that was a big offer, a big concession, in order to prove that Iran has never wanted nuclear weapons and would never want them.
Are you willing to give that up now?
Well, there is nothing on the table right now. Everything depends on the future. If any time in the future we decide to enter into negotiation with the U.S. or other interlocutors, we may decide what to put on the table. For the time being, nothing is on the table.
All right, y'all. Y'all can drop that, right? So hey, listen. I just put a video in the class content, right? Download that one. All right, we're gonna bring that up next, right? And also bring up that thing that I have Ali Khomeini, right? His fatwa against nuclear weapons. We're gonna bring that up in a second. But yo, do y'all see what's happening here, bro? Yeah. At the end of the day, what you have here is that they want Iran to give it up so bad. And are you willing? He said downgraded, down diluted.
Right. Yeah. They told her to dilute it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, negative. Ain't no diluting nothing. That thing is going into a nuclear warhead. That's it. They have to have it because the Lord said so. But how else you gonna protect yourself in the against Israel? How else you gonna do that? You gotta have that weapon. All right. Hey, bring up that thing with Ali Khomeini. Watch this, y'all.
Ishmael know that all of these white people is the same, bro.
Of course.
Only people that's confused about all white people being the same is blacks and Hispanics. Like, you ain't giving you a damn thing.
Right.
That's just how it is.
Right. Look at this, y'all. Go ahead.
All right.
Hey, y'all got to blow that up again. All right, there you go.
Ali Khamenei's fatwa against nuclear weapons. A fatwa by Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran at the time, which was against the acquisition, development, and use of nuclear weapons, dates back to the mid-1990s.
Right. So you see that? So Iran, during the mid-1990s and earlier, didn't want to have anything to do with a nuclear weapon. Go ahead.
The first public announcement is reported to have occurred in October 2003, followed by an official statement at a meeting of the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna, Austria in August 2005. Some analysts have questioned either the existence, applicability, and or constancy of the fatwa.
Meaning the fatwa is like he's against it. That's all it's saying. Go ahead.
According to Mehdi Kalaji, Khamenei may alter his fatwa under critical circumstances, as did his predecessor, Ruhollah Khomeini, on some civil and political issues.
Meaning what? That although he's not really for having a nuclear weapon, he may have to change his mind based on circumstances that may occur. like Israel bombing you, like Israel trying to take over your country, things like that, and America coming at you. Go ahead, read.
According to Gareth Porter, writing in Foreign Policy, Iran's aversion to nuclear and chemical weapons is sincere because of the historical episode during its 8-year war with Iraq. And Iran never sought revenge for Iraqi chemical attacks against Iran, which killed 20,000 Iranians and severely injured 100,000 more. According to Kalaji, the fatwa is also considered to be consistent with Islamic tradition.
Right. So no, we good there, right? So the point is, we could drop that. The point is that they never were that type of a nation that was looking to have that bomb to do anything with anybody.
Right.
So what? But things is changing now. So now they got to protect themselves. Just like any other nation, when you're dealing with the United States and all of these European nations, you know you got to have something. That's why Pakistan went and got theirs, right? I believe India might have one, right? But they're on the side of the Americans, right? And so they're not known to be as so-called violent as Ishmael, as the Arabs. Y'all got something?
No, I'm just thinking like the pride of America, man. People got to realize that the Lord is dealing and He's moving all the pieces, right? So guess what? The same way he'll allow Satan to give you the information to make the bomb. The same way Ahab was persuaded by a lying spirit and his prophets. Right. And guess what? The Lord is also saying, "Hey, Satan, give Iran a different kind of bomb." You know what I'm saying? And you don't find out until you send your missile over there. You think your stuff is impenetrable, and now you found out Satan then gave them a secret too, and now you wonder why nobody's helping.
Damn.
You know, because if you knew, it's the pride of your heart. If you knew you was going to win, you would boast yourself. You would continue to push this war. But guess what? The Lord, you don't find out. We've been found out.
Right.
But you don't find out till you've already done the action.
Exactly.
Right. You know?
Man. Hey, look at this, y'all. Pull up. Hey, go to that last one. This is his son. Now, the man we were just reading about, that was Ali Khamenei, right? He had a fatwa against the nuclear weapons, right? Now we're going to pull up his son. All right? Pull up that thing with his son. All right, we're going to pull up the wiki of his son so the people can see who he is, but then we also going to pull up that statement right underneath there. Y'all got that?
Bring it out.
Yeah, we asked what they got. We don't hear. Oh, there you go. Right. So this is what's his name? Mojtaba Hosseini Khamenei, right? An Iranian Shia cleric who was named the third supreme leader of Iran in March 2026. So he is the son of the man they just murdered, right? So the man they just murdered, he wasn't really with it. He wasn't with the nuclear weapons, right? But they said what? His mind would have to change based on circumstance, right? So drop that and now go to that statement underneath. Go ahead. Bring that up real quick, y'all. Bring it up. Man, why they got that?
What we looking at right now, man, is NATO starting to turn on on America. Yeah. They stopping their money. They stopping their oil from coming through there.
That's right.
And it's about to go down soon. Thank you. All right, there you go, Cap. You pulled it up.
All right. Go ahead, officer.
Okay. In political ideology and jurisprudence, he is considered to be among the most hardline of the Iranian principalists and has close ties to some of the most ideologically extremist clerics. According to a report from the Atlantic Council, a pro-NATO think tank, analysts have generally seen him as more open to developing an Iranian nuclear weapons program than his father, opposing his predecessor's fatwa against nuclear weapons.
So he said, I don't have no fatwa against nuclear weapons. I embrace them.
Yeah.
Right. Because what? He's doing the bidding of the Lord. That's what y'all don't understand.
He said, bring that on.
Yeah. He's doing what the Lord said.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
And he understand that he got to have some protection.
Yeah.
He got to understand. He understand, look, man, we got to fight them on they playing field, on their battlefield.
That's right.
Ain't no more strapping C4 to us. They gonna kill us before we get there, bro. He understand what's going on,
Right.
man.
C4. Yeah, hold on. Go ahead, Judy. You got something?
Yeah, I like Daniel.
Go ahead.
I like Daniel. Start at 25. I want to kind of get to the point of it because America's not the first superpower. You got to realize this, right? We've had Babylon. We've had Persia. We had Mede. We had Greece. You know what I'm saying? This is not the first superpower. And what each superpower does is they tend to think that the power of their might is what brings it on, right? But read verse Daniel 4 and 25.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 4 and verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
That they shall drive thee from men,
Uh-huh.
and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field.
Uh-huh. This is Nebuchadnezzar's interpretation or his dream being interpreted by Daniel.
Right.
Right. He's telling him what's going to happen to him. Read.
And they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen,
Uh-huh.
and they shall wet thee with the dew of
Read
heaven.
on.
And 7 times shall pass over thee.
Right. This
Till-
is the point.
Till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men,
Uh-huh.
and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
God will move a nation to destroy you as no matter how big and bad you thought you was, he have the next nation in line to destroy you. He give it to who he want. Here go the mindset, verse 30.
Verse 30. The king spake and said, is not this great Babylon?
He said, wait a minute, all that's going to happen? Ain't this Babylon? Don't we got the strongest army? Kind of sound like Trump, right? Read on.
That I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power.
I built this military.
Right.
I built this country
Right.
by my might. Read.
And for the honor of my majesty,
Uh-huh.
while the word was in the king's mouth,
While he was talking that yin yang, read.
there fell a voice from heaven saying,
God said,
O King Nebuchadnezzar,
uh-huh.
to thee it is spoken,
Uh-huh.
the kingdom is departed from thee.
It's a wrap for you.
Right. That's it.
It's a wrap.
That's it. Yeah, the Lord's like, yeah, we got that now. That's what Deacon Laba, he kept saying it when he was up here. I kept laughing every time he was saying it. He was like, yeah, the Lord just canceled your contract.
Right.
Yeah. I kept laughing because he was talking about he actually was talking about the prophets. And he was saying once our run is done, right, some of us going to go to jail. He said, yeah, when you in jail, just know that your contract is canceled.
Yeah.
That's it. Your contract's over. Now you in jail. Get used to it because you might not get up out of there. If you get put to death, he brought up John the Revelator. He said John the Revelator was on Patmos because his
contract was canceled.
I kept laughing. I said, yo, come on, stop, man. Yo, but that's a real thing, right? Because the Lord be canceling contracts. So he got you for a while, and then it'd be like, all right, cool. You good. And that's what's happening now with the United States, right? That's what's happening now with these powers. It's time. It's time. Real quick, bring up remember that last video I put up there? I told y'all to download. Bring that up real quick too. That's with the another interview with the foreign minister of Iran, right? This is important to hear. All right, and I want to go to 6 minutes of that. All right. Yeah, go to 6 minutes, y'all. A little bit before 6 minutes.
And still everything is under control.
I wanted to ask you about the war strategy from an Iranian perspective. Can you tell us right now, as you know, there has been reporting that both Russia and China are targeting intelligence to Iran to target either U.S. positions, facilities, infrastructure across the region.
Hit pause. So now you have this reporter, right? What do you call him, correspondent, whatever, asking the foreign minister, is it true that China and Russia are giving the intelligence to find out where the American bases are, where all of your enemies are, and targeting them? Is that true? Right? Watch this. Hit play.
Can you confirm or deny whether Russia or China is providing military support and intelligence to Iran?
Well, Russia and China are our strategic partners.
Damn.
And we have had close cooperation in the past, which still continues. And that includes military cooperation as well. I'm not going into any details of that. good cooperation with these two countries, politically, economically, even militarily.
Wow. Hit pause. So he's saying China and Russia are helping them strategically, militarily, economically, all of that. So what is that telling you? That America's in war against China. They're in war against Russia. See, they've been fighting Russia for a long time, but it's been proxy wars, just like now. They've been fighting Russia through NATO. They fighting Russia in Africa through all the different little groups they got down there, right? But they hiding it. It's not like, okay, just us one-on-one, right? They got their guys in front of them doing it. So that's what's happening here again, all right? Go ahead, hit play, y'all.
Say once again that this is not our war. This is an imposed war against us. We didn't start this war. It was an unprovoked, unwarranted, illegal act of aggression against us, and we are only defending ourselves, and we continue to defend ourselves as much as it takes, and as long as it takes, in order to end this war in a way that it won't be repeated in the future.
Yo, you heard that? They trying to put the fear of God in anybody who run down. Right. They said to make sure that this is never repeated again. Because what's happening, and you're gonna see. Matter of fact, we're gonna keep playing this, and then I'm a comment. Watch what he about to say. Go ahead.
As you probably saw, the United Nations this week, UN Security Council passed a resolution condemning your attacks on your Arab neighbors. It received 130 co-sponsors, which is a very significant number.
Right,
your close allies.
So now they're trying to say that he's being condemned from countries saying that he's hitting all his Arab neighbors. Listen close.
You just said are providing you support. Russia and China, they didn't veto that. They abstained from it, but they didn't veto it and allowed the resolution to pass. Do you think the global community has spoken clearly about the way Iran has conducted this war on its Arab neighbors with condemnation and calling on it to stop?
The Security Council is suffering from the lack of justice in its decisions and resolutions it makes. You know, how is it possible that the Security Council condemned us for defending ourselves, right, and is not condemning the United States and Israel who started this aggression? So if they want to have a justful decision or resolution which can work, they should consider all aspects of any event. You know, we are under attack. It was the United States and Israel who started this war. They deserve to be condemned, not us. What we are doing is, and this is why that, you know, so many countries have become hopeless about the role of the Security Council, including the United States, who has decided to go for.
That's not y'all. That's not us. I'm sorry, y'all. That's not us. That's the actual video. That's how he is, because what they did was shut down all of the internet service in Iran. The Iranian, the Persians, they did that themselves. So he just got his line only. So it's a little tricky over there right now. But hit play.
Its own board of people, even for the United States, the council votes, politically and based on the interest of certain countries, and not based on realities, based on justice.
You do acknowledge, though, that Iran is targeting civilian targets across the Gulf countries, right? Because, I've spoken to officials across the region, and many of the targets that have been hit are clearly civilian buildings. Why is Iran targeting civilian buildings and airports and commercial ports in Gulf countries that made clear they are not involved in these attacks against your country?
Oh, hit pause. So now the other Arab nations who are not don't have any problems with Iran at all, but their problem is that they're allies of the United States, right? So they got bases in those countries. So a lot of those bases are what? They're in residential neighborhoods. They're in different places. Iran don't give a damn where they at.
Right.
They don't give a damn where they at. Their point is, if you rolling with these guys, we're gonna hit the base in wherever they at, right? So that's what he's saying. Go ahead, hit play.
No, it is clear that we are attacked from, unfortunately, their territories.
Hit
From
pause.
American base.
Y'all heard that? So America is hitting them from those same bases in those Arab nations. So those Arab nations who's housing the U.S. military bases, they're launching from there. So they saying, hey, why you letting them launch from there then?
Yeah.
So we got to hit it, right? But now, guess what? What you see what this guy's trying to do? He's trying to make it look like Iran is hitting kids and trying to blow up school. That ain't what's going on. Hit play.
Bases and American military installations in the territory of the Persian Gulf countries, and this is very unfortunate. What we are doing as an act of self-defense is to targeting American bases, American installations, American assets, and American interests, which are unfortunately located in the territory of our neighbors. Just as an example, 2 days ago, the United States attacked one of our, banks. They are doing, they are.
What the hell? Hit pause. What a bank got to do with it? Right. But they hoping probably they got gold deposits there. They probably know what's there.
Right.
So they hitting those banks. They trying to. This is the United States. They going all out. But you don't hear about stuff like that. You don't hear that, right? Listen. Drop this video. Bring up number 7, right? So now in this next video, you're gonna see that there's a leader from one of the Arab Emirates, and he's complaining about what Iran is doing. But watch, you're gonna see what the complaint is, right? And this is what it is, y'all. It's these Arab Emirates, but again, like the scriptures say, they're gonna remember their nature. Mm-hmm. It's like we were saying in the last show when I forgot what country it was, and then they remembered that they were like, yeah, but Saudi Arabia. They was like, the United States, they just left us here. They're not even defending us, right? But this is what's going on. But watch this. Hit play. Number 7, y'all. Y'all can start it from the beginning, and then we're going to jump.
Victoria Gatenby is in Doha. Victoria, you're monitoring developments across the Gulf country, which continues to come under Iranian fire, whether it's from missiles or drones on a daily basis. What are you seeing?
Yeah, well, GCC countries are continuing to call for...
Hit pause. GCC countries. Let's deal with that first. Hey, y'all. Number 8. I got a list of the GCC countries. Just bring that up because nobody ain't gonna know what that is. Not too many people. I didn't know what it was. I said GCC countries. I mean, I took a guess at it, but we need to see that thing so everybody can be clear with what's going on. Number 8. All right, bring up number 8. It's gonna be a list of the GCC countries. That's what they're saying that they're getting bombed and they're complaining, so-called, right? Or other people are complaining for them, right? All right.
There
you go.
The Gulf, go back, stay right there. The Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, is a political and economic union of 6 Arab states bordering the Persian Gulf.
Right.
Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates.
Right. All of them are what? United States allies. All right. We could drop that and go back to the video. All right. Just so now we all clear with those countries that are part of the GCC. All right. Hit play.
De-escalation and dialogue. They say that this is not their war to fight, that they are adopting a defensive posture, not an offensive one with Iran. So we heard in the press conference earlier by the Qatar Foreign Ministry spokesman that they want de-escalation. They want these attacks on Qatar to stop immediately. They call them outrageous. They call them a betrayal. He said that there could be no negotiation, no consideration about what Iran wanted to talk about until the attacks on Qatar and the GCC stopped. Having said that, just an hour ago, a couple of hours after that press conference was held, we heard yet again 2 missile attacks being intercepted. The Ministry of Defence have confirmed that all the missiles were intercepted, but it's interesting timing given that that press conference happened a couple of hours ago. In terms of the wider GCC and diplomacy, Arab leaders say they have been warning for years, really since Israel's war on Gaza, about the regional instability in this region. They're calling for de-escalation and diplomacy.
Right.
Diplomatic.
Hit pause. So you heard that? Those nations right there in the GCC said they've been warning Israel for a long time to stop going up on Gaza like that because things like this is going to happen. They knew eventually somebody going to raise up and say, yo, listen, we can't let this go on. But they not knowing it's going to be Iran because Israel attacked Iran. They thinking somebody's going to respond based on what's happening in Gaza. Matter of fact, Iran did get busy with that Gaza situation. I think that's when they started kind of like talking about, they started like kind of lifting up. But that's what she's bringing out, right? Go to 5 minutes and 45 seconds, y'all. Go to 5:45.
Support securing the Strait of Hormuz. Listen to this.
The Americans are asking other countries to come and help them so that the Strait of Hormuz remains open, which of course, from our perspective, it is open. It is only closed to our enemies, to those who carried out unjust aggression against our country and to their allies.
The denial of attacking civilian targets. Let me make it very clear. Since the Iranian attacks have started on Qatar, the threats...
Hold on, y'all. So this is the counterpart. This is Qatar's counterpart, foreign minister, right? He has the same position as the other guy in Iran that we were watching, right? Abbas. He's just the counterpart. So he's saying that they're denying hitting civilian targets, all right? So just go ahead, hit play.
Attacks on civilian targets have not stopped, including last Saturday when a missile with the trajectory towards the residential area was intercepted and threats came out of unofficial media outlets of Iranians claiming specific companies and specific geographies that will be attacked in residential areas and commercial areas in Qatar. These attacks have targeted our LNG facilities in Ras Laffan. They have targeted the industrial complex in Said. They have targeted the airport, Hamad International Airport. They have targeted, as I said, residential areas. And I find it very difficult to even respond to what Mr. Araqchi said in the light that these attacks are ongoing every day. And the threat to civilians is ongoing every day. The fact that we had to evacuate, civilians and students and faculty during the weekend is just one realization of what this means for the people who are living in these conditions. But we also assert that we have been able to this point, due to the bravery of the people in our armed forces, to withstand all of these threats and attacks without any real damage to the safety and security of Qatar.
So off the back of that, you were just listening to the spokesperson for the Qatar.
So go ahead. We can drop that, but y'all see what's happening, right? So now he's saying, it's civilian targets or whatever, but you got to understand, Qatar is, their country has Harvard University in there, right? Cornell. I'm talking about the universities that's here are there. They're basically like a little America, right? They have, I think per capita, they're the richest country on earth, meaning that they spread out their money to everybody. So like, it's not like in the other, like a lot of Arab countries where you got all of the wealth at the top and then everybody else is kind of destitute. That's not what's going on. They spread their bread around. So everybody's paid. So they got like a real rich society. So this is hurtful to them. This is messing up their whole little flavor. But what? Iran is sending a message. Y'all gonna have to get on our side. Y'all got to come back to. This is how it's going to start, y'all. This is how the wagons is going to get circled. This is how Ishmael going to get back together. It don't look like it right now a little bit, but it's going to happen. What you got, Judah? You going to say something?
Yeah, I'm looking at the newscast, and
right.
It's like when the Bible talk about, it's not for everybody to get. So he knows that these newscasters, they have biased agendas and asking questions.
Right.
This brother talking about, hey, look, to who have an ear, let him hear.
Exactly.
We're not the aggressors.
Right.
You see what your boys is doing.
Exactly.
And we ready to defend ourselves.
Period.
And he's not talking to who you think he's talking to. He's talking to other people.
Thank you. No, you 100% correct. Guess who he talking to? That man that was talking right there.
Yep.
He talking to all the Arab state. Like, listen, y'all know what it is.
Yep.
This is going to keep going. You go talk to your mans and them. He expecting them to go talk to the United States and be like, yo, man, we got to stop this. You know what I mean? These guys are, that's like he said, they talk to Israel. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. Right? Now, what we're going to take this is, the point is that we talking about the war. What is all this all about? What are they trying to get out of this? Well, we know they're trying to make a greater Israel. They're trying to take over. They want the oil. They want this and that, but there's a lot more to it, y'all. Bring up video number 9. Bring up video number 9 and go to 1 minute and 40 seconds, y'all. Or you can start a little bit before 1 minute and 40 seconds. All right? It's talking about a connection between Iran and the United States and the whole war thing. Watch this, y'all.
So let me paint you a picture. Israel is a country the size of New Jersey. It has a population of about 9 million people. It's only existed since 1948, and yet the United States has given Israel over $300 billion in aid since 1948. That's more than any other country in history.
Hold on. Yo, go back just a little bit. Let's take a look at that graph. Go ahead, hit play.
Since 1948, and yet the United States has given Israel over $300.
Pause. Now, since 1948, the United States has given over $300 billion to Israel, right? Then they have a list of countries that America has given aid to, military, economic, right? But when you look at Israel, look at the economic, look at the military, right? How you know? Because of the colors. When you see up to the left, it says that cream color, that tan or whatever, that's economic. And the orange one is military, right? Massive military. Now you're going to see how and why they gave that money. Hit play.
$100 billion in aid since 1948. That's more than any other country in history. In 2024 alone, we gave Israel $17.9 billion in military aid. And that's on top of the $3.8 billion we give them every year as part of a standing agreement. And where does that money go? Well, under the 2016 to 2028 Memorandum of Understanding, Israel gets about $3.3 billion in foreign military financing grants.
Hey, hit pause. We need to see that thing. Get me out the way. Is that the same one that was up, or is one right before that? That was the same one? Okay. It says it includes $33 billion in foreign military financing, funds, and an unprecedented $5 billion commitment in missile defense assistance. This funding will be dispersed in equal increments of 3.3 in FMF and $500 million in missile defense funding each year for the duration of understanding, right? Now, watch this. Hit play.
Plus an additional $500 million for joint missile defense programs. And Israel is required to spend the vast majority of that money on American weapons.
Pause. Now y'all see why that money's being pushed over there? They're saying, yeah, we giving you this bread and you got to buy the weapons from our weapons makers, right? So essentially what they're doing is it's like a Ponzi. It's like a it's like a 3-card Marley. They playing games. So instead of just giving them the weaponry, they giving them money, and then they coming back and spending so-called money on weapons, and then they send them the weapons. But in reality, they're really just giving them the weapons. But and what? Those companies are making money, right? So look at this. Israel will spend more. I'm just reading the blue part. Israel will spend more funding, as much as $1.2 billion per year, on advanced military capabilities that only the United States can provide. Yo, this is beautiful, man. This is madness. Hit play, y'all. Hit play.
Services and equipment. You know, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing, Northrop Grumman. So that $3.8 billion in annual military aid, well, it's essentially a subsidy to the military-industrial complex, funneled through Israel. But get this, Israel also has universal health care, heavily subsidized university education,
hit pause. Go back a little bit.
Industrial complex, funneled through Israel. But get this, Israel also has universal health care.
Stop. Hit pause right there. Don't move. So now, y'all, Israel has universal health care. With all that money they're getting over there, nobody has to pay for insurance. Nobody got to pay for medical care, dental, and all of that. No. The United States pays for all of that. Hey, read that thing right there, y'all. The one that's highlighted.
All of Israel's 9 public universities and some of their colleges are subsidized by the government, and students pay only a small part of the actual cost of tuition.
Go ahead.
Students who have completed military service are entitled to a 90% discount on their first year tuition fees.
And the only reason they're able to do that is because all of the money that United States is giving them, right? But over here, we don't have any universal health care.
We ain't got jack.
We got to pay for school over here. We get loans, right? And everybody got to pay them loans back, and it's killing people, right? Look at everybody who's a doctor. When you become a doctor, you usually spend up to about $600,000, depending on whatever it is, right? 600 and change. So when you come out now, you start working, you got to pay that bread back, right? You in debt immediately, right? Meanwhile, over there, you become a doctor, you good money. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, hit play, y'all. Hit play.
Fully subsidized university education and extensive social programs. Meanwhile, Americans are drowning in medical debt and student loans.
Damn,
We're
see
funding
Go ahead.
another country's social safety net and their missile defense systems, while we don't even have healthcare or affordable education ourselves.
Right.
So when we talk about supporting Israel, we're also talking about supporting defense contractors who profit billions from war.
Hit pause. And remember, don't forget, remember we did a class in a show a long time ago, a while now. We've been doing the show a little while, that a couple of the defense contractors are actually over child support. That the child support money that y'all think y'all paying to y'all whoever, that money goes to the state, and the state does whatever they got to. They making money off the thing, and then it going back to who? The defense contractors. Y'all didn't know that. They the ones that own it. They the ones that run child support. Y'all thought it was the state. You thought it was the government doing that. No, it's them. They turning that money over, which is called commercial paper. They making money off of that bread every day, right? So a state will pay into child. Everybody who pays in that state will pay into child support. They take that money, spin it around, get interest off it, take that for themselves, and they take administration fees off of your bread and send it to them. That's what's happening.
Man, what a crafty council.
Man.
To do that to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Yep.
To fund wars. We were not even thinking about that.
That's right.
That's crazy.
That's right. Hit play.
Subsidizing a foreign country's healthcare and education while our own people suffer. When Netanyahu addresses the U.S. Congress, he gets more standing ovations than the President of the United States. And in 2024, he got 58. AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, spent over $100 million in the 2024 election cycle alone. They bragged about having a 98% success rate in the candidates that they support.
We good, y'all. We good. We could drop that. I just wanted to show y'all that all that money you send into Israel, we send into Israel, is doing what? It's funding them in their military, and also they got free health care. Yeah. You can't make this stuff up. And it's never enough. They want Gaza. They want this. They want that. It never ends because they get everything. They get everything. Yeah. You had something, bro?
I like Habakkuk 2:2.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like Habakkuk 2:2. Because like I was explaining earlier, the Lord have y'all making moves and realizing it one step too late. You know, so we read this real quick.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
The tables is books. According to Isaiah 30:8, we don't got to get it, but the table is this book that we read in the Bible, right? The vision, make it plain upon tables. Read.
That he may run that readeth it.
Read on.
For the vision is yet for appointed time.
The vision is for a point in time, meaning you're not going to quite understand it yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? Back in that time, it's not going to make sense. But it said make it plain. It's not even like a great mystery. This vision is going to be so plain, it's going to be evident to see that when it's happening in the earth, you read it, it's going to make sense. So for that appointed time, read.
But at the end, it shall speak.
At the end, it's going to be clear, read.
And not lie.
Uh-huh.
Though it tarry.
Though it don't make sense right now, read.
Wait for it.
Uh-huh.
because it shall surely come.
It's surely going to make sense later, read.
Right.
It will not tarry.
Now jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him
Uh-huh.
and a taunting proverb against him and say,
Mm-hmm.
woe to him that increases that which is not his.
Oh, that makes so much sense now. You see what I'm saying? You got a nation taking everything from everybody, read.
How long? And to him that laddeth himself with thick clay.
Read on.
Shall they not rise suddenly that shall bite thee?
Mm-hmm.
And awake that shall vex thee?
This is what we see in that. We see in the beginning of this.
That's right.
Right?
Mhm.
Read.
That's right.
And thou shalt be for booties unto them,
Everybody gonna rob this place. Read.
because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Why?
Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Because y'all been robbing everybody. Y'all been the Debo of the nation. And now all the nations is like, hey, no more.
Right.
Read on.
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee
Why?
because of men's blood.
Oh, a lot of people been getting killed in them hospitals, in them schools, and they've been killing a lot of innocent people, trying to establish their dominance. Read.
And for the violence of the land.
Yep.
And of the city. And of all that dwell therein.
Right. So now it makes very clear sense. And God wrote this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, thousands
of years.
Right? Hey, state. We're gonna go right back to Isaiah 13. Right? We're gonna touch something in there right quick. All right. Start at verse 6, and then we're gonna jump down to 17.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand.
Right, it's coming. The day of the Lord is at hand. What's the day of the Lord? That's Armageddon. That's when Christ's showing back up. Go ahead.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Go ahead.
Therefore,
17.
Verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
I will stir up the Medes against them. Who are they talking about? They talking about the Persians. They talking about who? Iran today. The Carmenians, like it talks about in 2nd Esdras. Right? I will stir up the Medes against them. Who's the them? Remember verse 1, Babylon. Go ahead.
Which shall not regard silver. And as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Right now, you can't talk to them about nothing. Remember what they said? They said, yo, did you speak to America about a ceasefire? They said, ceasefire? No, we ain't talking about nothing like that. We trying to defend ourselves to the end to make sure that nobody do this ever again. Yeah. You're not going to come and talk to them because guess what? Oil prices is up and this and that. Yeah. They feeling it too, but they don't give a damn. You can't talk to them about no bread. Read that next verse.
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Go ahead.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Right. They're not there just yet. Right? This is a prophecy. They're not there just yet, but it's coming. Like you said, right? It's coming. All right. So get back to that video. What I told y'all. What video I told y'all? I ain't saying nothing. Okay, number 14. Number 14.
And that's what they talking about. They giving them subtle little messages like we almost there, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch this, y'all.
Look, that's they bowls.
Yeah.
That's they bowls right there.
While President Donald Trump's strikes on Iran have heightened global instability, a prolonged conflict could generate significant profits for several industries.
Y'all heard that?
Defense and energy companies such as Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing, and Exxon stand to be the primary financial beneficiaries. Defense companies that contract with the U.S. military, like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Palantir, are the most direct beneficiaries of the conflict, with stock prices for the industry largely trending upward this week despite a brief downturn Tuesday. U.S. Central Command, or CENTCOM, has identified more than 20 weapons systems being used in Iran, which are manufactured largely by Lockheed Martin, RTX and its subsidiary Raytheon, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, L3 Harris Technologies, and General Atomics Aeronautical, among others. Those stocks have broadly been boosted this week, though analysts note Boeing hasn't risen as much because less of its business is dependent on its military contracts. Arizona-based Spectre Works is behind the one-way Lucas drones that the military said have been used to carry out strikes at a lower cost, while the higher-end Tomahawk missiles reportedly also being used in the region are produced by Raytheon. THAAD interceptors, a different type of missile used to intercept enemy fire, are produced by Lockheed Martin. Software company Palantir has also seen its stock go up as the company provides services for the military, and analysts have suggested European defense companies will also benefit, with analysts at JP Morgan identifying BAE Systems, Rank, Leonardo DRS, and Kinetic as the ones with the most exposure to the US market. As the Middle East conflict impacts oil and gas production and shipping in the region, major oil companies like Exxon and Chevron also stand to benefit from oil prices already being higher. And the oil and gas industry has seen a bump in the stock market amid the conflict. On the opposite end of the spectrum, higher oil prices and increased uncertainty are expected to be damaging for the travel industry, luxury goods, and major shippers like FedEx and UPS. For more on the story, check out the article at the link in the description.
Y'all see that? So look at all of those companies that are generating bread and seeing windfalls out of all of this. You think they're worried about a war? They don't care when it ends. Keep them checks coming.
Right.
Keep that bread rolling. All right. Hold on. Bring up number 15. And what's something else I wanted to bring out too? They had actually, I'm gonna look for it, but bring up 15. Man, hey, that thing you just sent me, bring that up. Officer Ciroc. Look at this, y'all. They was just talking about the company in Arizona called SpectreWorks, right? Watch this. This is what this thing is all about, y'all. At the end of the day, they sending everybody out there to get killed and all of that. And this is what it's all about at the end of the day. Bring this thing up. All right? It's going to talk about SpectreWorks. It's going to give you a couple of little key components to this damn SpectreWorks and who is involved with it. All right? Y'all got that? All right. Go ahead, y'all.
It's always some smoke and mirrors going on, you know?
Right.
And yeah, it'd be hard to see it. You think it's about one thing, but on the other side, it's a whole nother agenda going on, you know?
Yeah.
Fools sending their kids to get killed for this stuff, and you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like that movie Lord of War, right? I don't know if y'all ever seen the Lord of War with Nicolas Cage, right? And Nicolas Cage was selling guns. He was a gun runner, right? But the governments were part of it. So it's looking like he's just running around selling guns all by himself, but they were behind it the whole time. Right. So when he got in trouble at the end, that general or somebody came and got him up out of there, right? That was a true story too. You know what I mean? That was a true story. I forgot the guy's real name, but go ahead, bring that up. Bring that up, please. All right, look at that. Read that thing.
Donald Trump Jr. does not own SpectreWorks directly, but he and his brother Eric Trump have significant ties to the company through their investments and involvement in a major drone industry consolidation effort as of March 2026.
So you see that? What are we talking about right now? So that's why it's so important for these companies to get money, because Donald Trump kids is involved in it.
Right.
Right? This is what it is, y'all. You can't make it up. Well, you can, but nobody would believe it if you did. All right. I don't know if y'all had something.
And Donald Trump ain't worried about nothing but that bread, bro.
No,
he's not a warrior, man.
He's not a warrior, bro. All he doing is looking for ways to make money. That's it, bro. And this is y'all leader. This is y'all leader, man. He about to make all of this prophecy pop off. Him and his greed is gonna make all the other nations, even his own nation, turn against him. Right. All the what it say in the scriptures? It say all the men of thy confederacy. They're all gonna be turning against. Matter of fact, get it right quick in Obadiah 7.
Obadiah, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Come on.
The men that were at peace with thee.
They were all at peace at one point with this place, America. Come on.
And prevailed, have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Come on.
There is none understanding in him.
Say that all the people that was cool with you, they gonna lay something down for you. They're gonna lay something down for this place. Put something on this place that you can't get up off of it.
Right. Everybody been playing ball, man. You know, and I think of Jeroboam and Rehoboam, right? This nation here is not our nation, but you can learn a little something from it, right? Rehoboam gets utmost power. And instead of listening to his counselors, which basically said, listen, if you cut them a little slack, they gonna play ball. And everything's going to continue as it's been. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be good for you. But instead of doing that, he gets utmost power and turn the heat up. Kind of what Donald Trump doing. So he gets utmost power, and now he just waving it around, bumping this nation, bumping that nation. You know what I'm saying? And now it's making it hard for other nations to play ball. It's like, look, you encroaching over here. You doing this, you doing that. We got to defend ourselves at some point. You know what I'm saying?
And he ain't ready to play that type of ball.
Exactly, because he's not ready cut from that cloth.
He's not ready to play that type of ball. That's why when they shutting stuff down, he want to try to bring in other people, ask for help.
Yeah,
they're like, bro, I ain't getting into that.
Yeah, if
you shouldn't have been running your mouth, orange man.
Exactly.
What you talking so much for?
You
know you ain't about that life. You know all you know how to do is get money. You don't know how to fight. You don't know how to. You don't have no.
Really,
you don't have the art of war.
Right.
But you act like you put the hardest military together. You acting like you did this stuff. Go ahead, Judah. My bad.
No, I'm just like right. What you saying? He's a very great business guy, but he has control over the world's most powerful military. So with that, I mean, you give that to a child, who knows what he's gonna do, and he's making it hard for other nations to play ball. All praises for that.
Right. Damn, I was trying to find this thing, man, that showed like the different I don't know what I did with it. That's crazy. I pulled it up earlier. That showed all the different representatives and different senators and stuff that are invested in a lot of these companies, and they making money off of it. I don't know what I did with that thing, but all right, we're gonna get it. But watch this, y'all. Just to show you. Oh no. We got to get to this. We got to get to Netanyahu and them saying that he was dead, right? That was the rumor. But the man could well be dead. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me find it, y'all. Let me find it. Yo, man, somebody talk or something.
You know how they the police academy.
You know how they yo.
Before you get a taser, you need to be hit with a taser, so you know what that feel like, what you doing to people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trump have not felt conflict like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And especially most of the people in power, it's not their children going to the war. You know what I'm saying? It's not their people suffering the death and the loss. You know, so they just. I know if we know as men that, you know, if I have a conflict with another strong man, I could suffer some consequence. I could, you know, even if I win, if he's a strong man, it's going to be a tough fight and it's going to hurt regardless. So I'm going to be respectful, you know what I'm saying, to most men, unless it get out of pocket. Then I don't care. But for the most part, I'm going to be respectful. That's why you have like the open carry states.
Right.
A lot of people are really respectful because everybody got guns.
Oh yeah.
You know, this guy, he got the juice.
Yeah.
He got the juice.
Now that's funny you say that, because I was watching this movie called Hell and High Water, and at the end, the two characters, they were talking crazy to each other. So he came with a shotgun, and the dude said, "Oh, I see you got a shotgun. You know, you can shoot me right now." And he said, "Nah, because I know you probably came with a pistol." So then his family came. They started talking nice to each other. But then when his wife went back inside, and the dude was walking off, he said, "Hey, man, you know, I don't live here, but I live in the city. So if you ever want to continue this conversation, come talk to me." Right. And he said, "Yeah, because I might give you some peace," meaning he was going to put him to death. Yeah. And the other one said, "Well, maybe I might give you that peace you're looking for," right? But
damn.
But they having that conversation.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you're talking about. Like, hey, listen, we gonna play nice, you know what I mean? We just gonna talk it out right now, but hey, don't make it go there. Yeah. You know? But hey, play number 21. Play 21. Watch this, y'all. Right? So before we play it, right? So now, I don't know if I didn't notice it until they talked about this yesterday, right? Because they said he was dead. He might have been dead, right? But nobody's heard from Netanyahu or his son in about 2 weeks. Now, his son, they said, supposedly used to be on Twitter all day long, busting out like 80 things a day on Twitter. He hasn't done anything in the past couple of weeks. Now, maybe they hide him because, they definitely got a target on their head. You know what I mean? But maybe he's dead. We haven't heard nothing. But go ahead, hit play, y'all. Watch this. We got to read along and all that. Go ahead.
Is Netanyahu dead?
Go ahead.
Eliminated. Unconfirmed reports indicate the emergence of speculation in Hebrew language sources regarding the potential injury or death of Israeli regime's PM, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, as the sudden cancellation of a planned visit to Israel by Trump's envoys raised questions.
Right. So Trump and his team were supposed to come and visit Netanyahu in Israel, and then it got canceled. Right? Go ahead. Now, you have to read that stuff. Hit pause. Go ahead.
Claims exploded online after Iranian media reported that Tehran has killed Israel's prime minister in a strike.
Right. So there was a report coming out of the Iranian media that they got him. Right? Now, here's the thing. How come we ain't hear about that? Why we ain't hear that? Because these people always trying to act like they invincible. Right? Go ahead. Hit play.
AI images of the prime minister appearing injured went viral on X.
Right. So they put up, so now we know this is fake, right? Because they said he got hit at his crib, right? Now, if he did get hit at the house, the Arabs wouldn't be there, right? Or Iran, they wouldn't be there with him. That's impossible, right? But they just showing you to try to make it look like, okay, we got him. Go ahead, play.
Iran's semi-official...
Pause.
Iran's semi-official Tasnim news agency even reported his home had been bombed.
Read the actual news agency.
Unverified social media claims alleging that Iran bombed the home of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and killed his brother while wounding National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has circulated widely online following comments by former U.S. intelligence officer Scott Ritter.
Okay. Right, go ahead.
Then the internet noticed something else.
Go ahead.
Footage from Netanyahu's March 12th press conference appeared to show him with 6 fingers after online sleuths analyzed every frame.
Count them fingers.
Count them fingers.
You see that? Look at that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right. So we know that AI does that. It gives you 6 fingers, 4 fingers. Sometimes it gives you a claw, right? Sometimes it do that, right? So what we're looking at when he came out there and was talking to the people, they're looking at an AI Netanyahu, meaning what? He was not available. Is the man dead? Who knows? Right? Hit play, y'all. Watch this.
Speculation grew when it was...
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Speculation grew when it was noticed that Netanyahu's son, Yair, usually very active online, had been silent for several days. Then, on March 15th, Netanyahu's X account posted a video of the prime minister in a cafe.
So pause. So here it is. It's wartime, right? And now Netanyahu's just, went to a cafe to get some coffee, right? And he's moving around. Hey, I just want to grab some coffee while we're at war, right? Think about this. Hit play.
In the clip, he says, "Do you want to count my fingers?"
Right, because now once they saw the 6 fingers now, they put it out there. They said, listen, that ain't him. That's AI. So now he's there in the cafe like, hey, guys, you want to count my fingers? Look, it's 5, right? Go ahead, hit play. Look at that. Look at that.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Now, look at him holding the cup. Look at the after. Everybody knows that's how AI be messing your hands up.
They do that. Yep.
Right? Everybody, because look, they got the thumb. That's the thumb on the top right there. Go to the after side. right? That's his thumb on the top, y'all. It's all messed up. He got 4 fingers over there. Before it was 6. See, the top one, that's like his regular, the regular pointer finger. But when you go down here now, it look a little crazy, right? His hands are spread apart. Anybody who played with AI, that's how it looks, right? Hit play.
But that didn't stop the internet. Users zoomed in on the video, pointing to details like a shaking coffee cup that never spills.
Not only that, after he drank the coffee, there's another clip I got. After he drank the coffee, you know how they put the little design on the top, little cream? After he drank it, it was still there. Everybody know when you drink that thing and go away. It was still there. Beautiful. Hit play.
Some claim that the clip was staged or even AI generated.
100%. Go ahead.
So despite the photos, the 6 fingers, and the coffee run, the same questions keep popping up.
What I want to show y'all, right? Now, again, you got to have an eye for these things sometimes, right? And if you move around enough, you're going to know some things. So now this is just a regular coffee shop, right? Supposedly. Now, they said the only coffee shop in Israel right now is shut down. They do have a coffee shop, like they said, it's shut down right now. But being a prime minister, clearly, if they had to open it, they would open it. If he had to, listen, open that because we got to show that I'm alive, whatever, they would open it. But I want you to take a look at the guy in the back. Does that look like a barista to you? That looks like a soldier to me. Yeah. He looked like a soldier, right? Now, either this is completely fake or maybe he is alive. You know what I'm saying? But that guy looks like a soldier in the back. Sure. But just to be honest, everybody in Israel is a soldier because they all have to go to the military. So maybe that don't mean too much what I'm saying. Even the women, they all have to go for 2 years minimum. Go ahead, play.
Is he dead or alive? Netizen sleuths say that they won't stop until they get the answer.
Dang. Come on. What we looking at, y'all? Y'all see this?
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is when the scriptures talk about and knowledge was increased. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're dealing with now. Yep. We don't even know what's real and what's fake anymore, man. Yeah. We don't know if a man is alive, dead, nothing. They got much games going on. Mm-hmm. If he is alive, then he's hiding clearly, right? Because he knows they want him. What do you think Iran is doing all this for? They want him, man. Remember when we went last week and we were talking about how they let go of the black back in the 70s, they let go of the black hostages and the women. And then the United States was like, no, why don't you let all the Americans go? They said, no, we want Shah. We want the Shah of Iran. You got to bring the Shah back here. They said, oh, he's sick. They said, no, we got hospitals here. Oh, but no. We good. Just bring him back and we're going to let everybody go. That's how they are. They going for that man. Yeah. So he went and hid, and he probably got AI popping up. He's probably alive. Who knows? Yeah. He's probably alive in some bunker that's 1,000 feet below. You know what I mean? Go ahead, y'all.
They're probably scared.
Hell yeah, he's scared.
Right. Right. Go ahead, y'all. Y'all can come on ahead. Yeah.
What I like.
You can talk. You ain't got to. You know.
How they say what is it? Isaiah 9. It talks about like most wars are with confused noise,
right?
You know, and blood. This one is it's still confusion going on, yeah. But it's gonna be a nuclear fire at the end. You see how it's playing out, man.
Yeah, you can't make it up, bro.
Man,
you can't make it up. Hey, give me Jeremiah 16, man. See. The thing about it is Netanyahu and the rest of the Edomites, they want to get used to going bunker style, right? No. The Lord has everything worked out, y'all. Give me 16 and give me 15. 16, 15.
Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he hath driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Right. So this is when the Lord bring us back. When the Lord returned and we coming back now we on that mission. Right. When the Lord said when he goes to Basra, start stomping out Esau, said, I don't want nobody with me. Then he going to bring us in to go handle some business. Read 16.
Behold, I will send forth many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them.
Go ahead.
And after will I send for many hunters.
You heard that? First we got fishermen. Then he said, I'm going to turn them into hunters. And then we're going to be hunting. Go ahead.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain.
Go ahead.
And from every hill.
Go ahead.
Out of the holes of the rock.
Right. Out of all of them bunkers and all where y'all at? No. No. When we get full power, we're gonna be just digging with one hand like this is you, not yeah, all that. We just gonna pull that off the hinges and run down up in there and pull y'all up out of there. Come on, man. Yo, read that next one because I love it.
Verse 17. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes.
Read that next one.
And first, I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double.
You heard that, Netanyahu, and the rest of y'all, Edomite? Y'all gonna get double. That's what the Lord said. So you could go hide in the bunker now, got an AI out there. Oh, yeah, we alive. Whether he's hurt, dead, or whatever they trying to pull, whatever they doing, it don't matter. If he's in the bunker, you might get away now. But then when that time to come, y'all ain't gonna be hiding in no bunker. Just read the rest of that.
Because they have defiled my land.
Exactly. The land of Israel is defiled. Defiled. So you ain't gonna be in no bunker in our land. We're gonna come get you up out of there because we got things to do. We got to get you out of there. Go ahead, read.
They have filled mine inheritance with their carcasses.
With the carcasses.
With the carcasses of their detestable and abominable thing.
Right. Like kosher pork. Y'all never heard of that, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, kosher pork. If y'all go to Brooklyn, all right, in Brooklyn, I think it's Borough Park or one of them areas where Amalek is at. They had a Dunkin' Donuts. We went up in there one time, and I looked up and it said kosher pork sausage. I said, what? Didn't the Lord say you can't make a clean out of the unclean?
Yep.
Right? But they supposed to be the Jews. Come on, man. Stop playing, bro.
They having gay pride parades all in the land.
Man.
It's a lot of detestable things that they doing, man.
1,000,000%.
And these are supposed to be the people. Y'all out y'all damn mind.
No,
come up out that bunker.
Yeah.
We don't give a damn how deep that bunker go. You coming up out that bunker.
Yeah. Yo, look at this. Look at this. This is a podcast called The Two Nice Jewish Boys, right? Now I'm just it's ridiculous. I'm just throwing it up there to let you know the mentality of these people, right? Watch this. Number 20, y'all. Number 20. Two nice Jewish boys.
Being in Gaza, give me a button to just erase Gaza. Every single living being in Gaza,
see that,
would no longer be living tomorrow. I would press it in a second.
You see that? He said that if he had an opportunity, he would press a button so that nobody else would be living in Gaza. He want to kill all the Palestinians in Gaza. This is what this man is saying. This is his podcast. This is how he talking on it. Go ahead.
That's just, I think most Israelis,
if that's the choice,
yeah. No, even if it's not like right now, I would press it right now.
Yeah, and same with the territories.
I would press it right now. No choice. No, Sharon is safe at home. God willing, I don't know. I haven't spoken to her in like an hour.
No, I'm saying for the chance.
Yeah.
I
would press it right now. Give me that button. I'd press it right now.
There you go.
And I think most Israelis would.
Yeah. He's right. He's right. Most of them would, right? And I think in their mind, they're probably trying to figure out, how come we just don't drop a nuke on Iran? Who's going to do anything about it? Right? Because when you think about it, who would do something about it? Nobody. But the thing is, they don't understand it's the Lord that's controlling all of that. That's why they haven't done it. If the Lord had let loose the reins on them, they would do it right now. Right now, today. See what he's saying? 100%. I believe everything he's saying.
Me too.
Hit play.
Jewish
They wouldn't post. They wouldn't talk about it like I am. They wouldn't post. They wouldn't say I pressed it.
Yeah,
but they would.
They don't have balls of steel like you.
They would, but they would press it. Right? Like if they were in a closet alone, they would. They wouldn't even hesitate.
His balls is cottonelle, man. Hey yo, talking about he got balls of steel, man.
A little cotton in the medicine.
Yeah, get out of here, man. We're gonna smack him, and then he's gonna try to do Krav Maga and get beat up. Nobody worrying about that Krav, man. Get your punk ass out of here.
That Krav.
Yeah, we smack him. He start do it again. Try it again. I'll murderize you.
He's like, wait, you got to throw it like this so I can.
Yo, hey, bring back up video number 11, y'all. Bring up video number 11. We were looking at it before, but I want y'all to go to 21:30. All right, start a little bit before 21 minutes and 30 seconds. Look at what one of the Iranian leaders said right here. Watch this, y'all. And don't think this is far-fetched either. Watch this.
That we keep on doing, and like doing it on purpose. This is not an oopsie by any stretch of the imagination. So Ali Larijani, as you all know, is one of the top Iranian officials in the government. He says, I've heard that the remaining members of the Epstein network have devised a conspiracy to create an incident similar to 9/11 and blame Iran for it. Iran fundamentally
Go ahead, play the rest.
Opposes such terrorist schemes and has no war with the American people.
Pause.
Dang.
Pause. Notice what he said, right? He made sure, listen, that means that they got intel. Look what he's saying now. You know how people say, well, listen, I'm not even thinking about suicide. If I'm dead, just know I didn't commit suicide, right? What he's saying is, I've heard the remaining members of Epstein's network have devised a conspiracy to create an incident similar to 9/11 and blame Iran for it. Iran fundamentally opposes such terrorist schemes and has no war with the American people. So he putting it out there from the beginning. Listen, if anything happened on y'all soil, it is not us. It ain't us that's doing it. Now, most people might look and say, well, why would he admit to doing it? But the point is he's putting it out there and letting you know that it's a false flag in play. All right? The reason he's saying similar to 9/11, because now we know that 9/11 was an inside job. When it first happened, we didn't know that. But now we know that it was an inside job, so he's saying this is a possibility. And why? Because after 9/11, that's when America was able to go into Iraq and say what? Weapons of mass destruction, all of that, right? Go ahead, read false flag, bro, just so everybody know what it is, just in case they don't know.
A false flag attack is a covert operation staged by a government corporation or group that deliberately disguises the true perpetrator to make it appear as though an enemy or another party is responsible.
Right.
These actions are used to create a false pretext for war, violence, or to justify policies.
Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up so they can see a couple of historical situations that took place.
The Gleiwitz incident, 1939. Nazi Germany staged a Polish attack on a German radio station to justify the invasion of Poland.
Right. Which it was not Poland that invaded them. It was them. They did it to themselves, right? Go ahead.
The Manchurian incident, 1931. Japan blew up its own railway and blamed Chinese dissidents to justify its takeover of Manchuria.
Right.
Cybersecurity threats.
Scroll up. Don't read that one. Scroll up. I want to see one. Okay, no. Read Operation Gladio. Read that. Right there.
Okay. Operation Gladio, Cold War. CIA involved operatives conducted terror actions in Europe and blamed them on communist groups.
You see that? And there's many, many more, right? Even the World War II, when you had Japan that flew into Pearl Harbor. Before that, you had damn, what was that thing? Oh man, I slipped my mind just that quick. Oh God, Tongan. Find up the thing. I can't go for Tongan, right? Try to find that real quick while we move on. But that was one that the United States did something on themselves and then said it was another country. They're gonna pull it up in a second, right? Go back to that video, y'all. Right? Go back to that video. Y'all got it already? Okay, they got it already. Excellent. Bring it up. These guys will have a job by the end of the night. Usually we fire them every week. We fire them every week, y'all, and then hire them back. All right, read that.
Gulf of Tonkin false flag. The 1964 Gulf of Tonkin incident was used as a false flag or misrepresented event to escalate the Vietnam War.
Right, Vietnam War, not World War II. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
While an initial engagement occurred on August 2nd, 1964, a second decisive attack on
quotes,
quote-unquote attack on August 4th was fabricated or erroneously reported by U.S. officials, allowing President Johnson to gain authorization for massive military intervention via the Gulf of Tonkin resolution.
Right. So you see, oh, okay, there you go. Read the first and second incident just so the people can know. This is what the United States did, y'all. This is what they've done. So don't think that anything that's going on now, false. Don't think that it's something that they have not done. They're used to doing this. All right, Esau in general. Go ahead.
The first incident, August 2nd, the USS Maddox exchanged fire with North Vietnamese patrol boats during a surveillance mission, which was largely seen as a defensive move by North Vietnam, argued the Clemson University, South Carolina. The second incident, August 4th, U.S. warships reported another attack, but subsequent evidence, including NSA declassified documents, revealed no North Vietnamese vessels were present, as stated by the National Security Agency.
Right. It was bogus. Go ahead. Refabrication.
Fabrication. NSA officials deliberately falsified or misrepresented intelligence reports to show an attack reported that Cato Institute.
Right. They didn't misinterpret anything. They deliberately falsified. That's what it is. Go ahead.
Consequence. The alleged attack was used to pass the Gulf of Tonkin resolution on August 7th, 1964, which escalated U.S. involvement from advisors to full combat troops, notes the National Archives.
Right. So all those men that wound up having to go over to Vietnam, wound up getting killed, was because of these people right here. Lied and got enough traction to go ahead and send troops in there, right? Yo, let me get Psalms 58:3, man.
Bring it out.
All right, because these people are just demons from birth, man. Read that thing.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
The wicked is Esau. Estranged from the womb. Go ahead.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
They just lying all the damn time. Matter of fact, if you looking at them, they might be lying. It's probably not them. It might be a clone.
Right.
They just be lying about everything. Yo, I'm telling you, you can't make it up, y'all. You can't make it up.
Yeah, scriptures say it be peace in one hand, but it's a sword in another.
Oh, yeah.
They're ready for war. They lying to you, trying to make you believe like it's gonna be good. That's why the dude from Iran, he like, man, I don't even talk about no peace with them.
No, for real.
I know what's going on here. I've seen them do it to many nations.
Right, but you said something just now. You said peace in one hand and swords in the other, right? Yeah. That's what the scriptures say, right?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Hey, somebody bring up the back of the dollar bill, man.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Bring up the back of that thing. Y'all think that the Bible is not talking about Esau, the so-called white man. It is talking about them 100%.
Right. In the end, it shall speak.
Right.
It's clear.
Right. It shall not. What is it? I messed it up.
Yeah, it said, though it tarry, wait for
Yes.
it.
Right. Y'all got that? Close in on that eagle, man. The eagle is Esau. Close in. Can y'all
zoom in?
Zoom in. All I gotta use the word
zoom. Let us see the feet.
They went out. They zoomed out.
They zoomed all the way out. That's why it worked.
Right. So that's it right there. Yo, get that scripture though. Get that scripture. Look at that.
Yes.
They literally listen, y'all. They don't know what they doing. They programmed.
Right.
Trust me. If they wasn't, they would go the opposite of what the Bible's saying.
Yeah.
They can't help it because they programmed. The Lord had to let them, how can I say, realize the prophecy so that we'll know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
We need to see these clues. That's how come we know we the Israelites from Deuteronomy 28, right? 33 and Deuteronomy 33. We know these different scriptures, Genesis 49 and all of that. We put it together, and plus many other scriptures, right? So we're able to put it together. The Lord left those clues, and this is one clue He left for Esau. We don't care if y'all upset about that. Some people are upset about that. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 55 and verse 20.
Go ahead.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with thee, with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Right.
But war was in his heart.
Right.
His words were softer than oil. Yet were they drawn swords.
Right. Yet were they drawn swords. Right. That's what it's talking about. They had peace in one hand. Right. When you like it says in verse 20, He put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. That's where you see the olive branch. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Where y'all going? Bring it back. right there, the olive branch in that left talon, right? And on the other side is what? Drawn swords. That's them arrows, right? Today, it says swords here. The arrows we know are what? Missiles in the scriptures, right? All praises. All praise to the Lord. Go ahead.
I like this real quick. 2nd Ezra 11, and
that's it.
Where is it?
Should be in the 40s.
45.
Second Ezra chapter
and look
11.
at the picture. Look at the picture. Right.
Keep
Watch
that
this.
picture up.
Second Ezra chapter 11 verse 45. And therefore appear no more, thou eagle.
Right. Why did they pick this symbol, knowing that this is they were who they were talking about?
Right.
Read on.
Nor thy horrible wings.
Horrible wings. You got 2 on each side, right? One side got the peace branch. The other side got the war.
Yeah, that's
right?
the left wing and right wing they be always talking about.
Exactly. They put it in picture form for
Yeah.
us. Read on.
Nor thy wicked feathers. Nor thy malicious heads. Nor thy hurtful claws.
Hold on. Let me just jump in on there real quick with you, Brown. I know you're bringing out a certain thing, but when it says malicious heads, right? Why would the scripture say malicious heads? Because what? You got the United States and all his allies. That's why I said malicious heads. But go ahead.
Nor thy hurtful claws.
Hurtful claws, both. They kill with peace and policy.
Yes.
And they also kill with war.
Yes,
both of them
absolutely.
claws are hurtful. Read.
All praises.
Nor all thy vain body.
And the body in the middle. Look what they got in the middle as the body of the eagle. The freaking flag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The whole body is vain, left wing or right
body
wing.
is vain. Real talk.
Read.
That all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
All the earth gonna be refreshed when this eagle is taken out of the way.
That's right. You have more on it?
Nah, that was it.
Okay. Yeah. Eagle got to go, and it's gonna go, but it ain't at our power; it's at the Lord's power. It's happening. All right. Hey, go back to that. Go back to number 11 again. That video number 11, right? And play the rest of that. Let's see if I think he got a little bit on that, and then we're gonna go to minute 33.
Not only is Iran winning, like, literally in the battlefield, they're also winning the propaganda war. Because they're just intelligent compared to Secretary of War Crimes Pete Kegsbreath, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, right? Like, Secretary of War Pete Kegsbreath is out there every day like, we're raining death and destruction on all the Iranians, and they're going to feel our wrath and suffer. And then these guys are out there like, we have no problem with the American people. We only have a problem with the Epstein class and the axis of Epstein who are waging this illegal war. I mean, just in every way, getting their shit rocked, bro. Just getting it rocked. So the New York Post says, scoop, President Trump was briefed last week on surprising U.S. intelligence that Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, may be gay. Trump laughed, as did others, but two intelligence community officials say it wasn't a joke.
Yo,
now,
pause. Right? So they pause literally. Right? So now they throwing it out there that this guy, the new Khomeini, or the new what they call him? Supreme leader, Ayatollah, that he's a fruit pop.
That's crazy.
Right? So they trying to throw that out here, do what? To bring down his character in front of the people.
Dirt on him.
Right. They want to mess up his name. But I don't think that's really gonna mess nothing up over there. Because certain of them countries, man, they don't have a problem with that. They say that. But then, you know what I'm saying? You seen Nick Urban was talking about that. He walked into, but it wasn't Iran, but it was Afghanistan. He said he walked into a tent and them cats was, you know what I mean? Gay. Yeah. Super gay.
They left the natural use of the woman.
Oh, yeah.
Swallowed.
Yo, that was crazy when he brought that out. He also said one time that he damn, we should have played. No, we can't play nothing. We can't play none of that Vlad stuff because he'll shut your whole joint down. But he said one time that because he was a sniper. He killed the dude, right? Then they went over there to go get him, and the guy was stuck inside of another guy.
Oh.
Yo, wicked, right? But this is what they brought out, man. You know, we had to just let y'all see that. It's crazy. I go to minute 33, right? But check this out. And we're gonna do something on this too, because this is bad business. But bring out a little bit before minute 33. Minute 33. 33 minute. Yes, yes. All right, bring it out a little bit before 33. Look at this, y'all.
Months. It won't be any longer than that. Over 20 fucking years later, we're still there. We still have troops there, except I think just recently they actually may have moved out because they'd get lit the fuck up if they didn't. Okay? And then finally, let's end on this one right here. At the same time all that's going on, you know Trump is a psychotic imperialist warmonger who's sundowning with his brain not working. And so the Cuban president came out and gave a speech, and he said that due to Trump's oil blockade of Cuba, thousands of people are waiting for surgeries. Quote, tens of thousands are waiting for surgeries that cannot be performed because there is no electricity. Among them, a significant number of children.
Right.
So Donald Trump is out there.
Right.
There.
No, but see, we got to really look at this thing, right? Now look what they did. They're trying to destroy Cuba to the point to where they can't even have operations, no electricity. Like, what are we doing? Not what are we doing, but this is what's happening, y'all. All right? This man is going throughout the whole world just going crazy. Yeah. And it ain't just him, obviously. It's all Esau, it's all Babylon. But that's why the Lord got to come back and deal with this. This is mayhem, bro. Yeah. Go ahead.
Bragging about a medieval siege on Cuba, not only allowing in any oil, collapsing the economy, destroying the lives of civilians, and now people might die because they can't get their surgeries, and children might die because they can't get their surgeries. This is who this guy is. And again, he's bragging about this. He's bragging about this. So understand that. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the criminal of all criminals. We're dealing with somebody who should have been locked up a long fucking time ago.
Damn.
And, you know, the disaster that he's leaving in his wake is fucking unparalleled. It's unparalleled. So there are your updates, guys. Like I said, everybody do me a favor.
All right, we could drop that. We could drop that. And let me just show y'all. I know we coming to bring up number 10. Look at this, y'all. Right? Number 10. So now there's a country called Estonia, right? And their defense minister is going to talk about what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz and all of that, right? But y'all got to see it from different perspectives, right? Because now when we see it, we like, okay, we got Trump and his allies, but this is one of his so-called allies, right? Watch this. Now, again, why are we showing all of this? Because we showing how the scriptures are going to come to light, how NATO is going to turn on the United States, how all of the Arab nations are going to come together with Iran and turn on the United States. United States not going to have no friends by the time this is all over. I'm telling you. Go ahead, y'all.
Why are we protecting countries that don't protect us? And I've always felt that was a weakness of NATO. We were going to protect them, but I always said when in need, they won't protect us.
I think you might have that backwards. President Trump wants NATO countries to help in his fight against Iran, but his ask comes along with a threat, telling the Financial Times if there's no response or if there's a negative response, I think it'll be very bad for the future of NATO. Joining us, the Defense Minister of Estonia, Hanno Pevkur. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
What is the reaction to Donald Trump's threat to NATO that if you don't help, it'll be bad for the alliance?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that Estonia has always been a very strong ally also to the United States. We've been together in Afghanistan. We've been together in Iraq. We've been together in the most toughest regions, like Helmand, for instance, and we've lost per capita the same amount of people and soldiers as the United States. So we've been, after 9/11, together with U.S., and definitely when one of the allies feels threatened or needs help, then of course all the allies will contribute to each other's security.
Donald Trump is demanding that now the United States needs help, specifically in reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Should NATO help?
Well, Strait of Hormuz is definitely an issue for all of us. It's not only the question of the United States and the farmers of the United States, which we clearly understand are affected by this. And the season is coming. So it's the same also in Estonia, that the season is coming, the oil price is going up, and nobody wants to see that. So when we want to fight with that, and when we want to be in normal situation again, when the oil price is normal, then we need to deal with that issue. And of course,
hit pause. What these guys, what the rest of NATO is trying to do? Bring up that map, that NATO map y'all got. We're gonna come right back to this video, y'all. Y'all got that NATO map? All right. So this is showing you all the countries in NATO, right? So Trump is going to NATO and saying, hey, Albania, Belgium, Bulgaria, Canada, whoever, or everybody on this list. How many people you got there? How many countries you got? 7 on the top 4. It's 28, right? Yeah. I think it might be a little more. But it's 28, right? But I'm saying maybe somebody missing. I don't know. But it's 28 in NATO right here, right? What they're saying is, United States, why don't y'all just stop? Stop doing what you're doing so this way we can get the Strait of Hormuz open back up. Right. Us coming into the straits is not going to do anything but get us hit. Yeah. That's all it's going to do. That's why you had Italy, France. I think it was a couple of other countries that was contacting the foreign minister of Iran and trying to negotiate a deal for them to go through. Yeah. Because Trump want all of them to come together and fight it out. Yeah. You think Iran is just going to say, oh, it's Greece coming through. Oh, no, they're not America. I'm going to let them through. He's going to hit them. The same way he hitting the Arab countries who ain't got no beef with him. He's hitting them. Hit play.
Collectively, we have to see it's not only the question of NATO. U.S. is also part of NATO. When NATO decides to collectively that we will act as NATO, this is one thing. But when allies will decide also together, then this is another option. So let's see what will be the clear ask from the President of the United States or from the U.S. administration, and then we can make decisions. But definitely, we are all interested of that the Strait of Hormuz will be free for trade.
Some of the bigger countries within the alliance, the UK, Germany, et cetera, have said they have nothing to do with this. This is not something that they want to get involved with. Donald Trump didn't consult them first. He's made it clear that he doesn't need.
Hit pause. You heard that? He's coming to them and saying, yo, roll with me in this thing. They said, yo, when you hit Iran, did you ask us anything?
Right. Yeah.
When you setting off all these wars and everything and you running down on Gaza and doing all this, did you speak to us at all? When you running up on Greenland, did you talk to us? No. Now you want us to put out soldiers to get killed because that's what's going to happen. Right. They sitting ducks at the end of the day. When them ships come through there, what they going to do? Because they warships? No, you getting hit. Yeah. You getting hit. You was going to say something?
They starting the mess and then expect everybody to help them clean it up.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's some crazy, for lack of better terms, punk ass little brother stuff.
Yeah, right. Little tyrant.
Punk ass little brother stuff. Right.
I know exactly. That's what I was kind of explaining earlier.
Right.
Like your little brother knows that you gonna protect him. You know, so he go out and he just got his chest out. He ready to fight everybody.
Right.
Because he know he ain't got to do the fighting.
Right.
Sometimes you got to let little brother fight, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to let him get it.
Go ahead. Stupid.
The alliance, and that this is a defensive alliance, not an offensive alliance. They see this as an offensive that the United States decided to undertake without consulting NATO. Given that, I know you just said that the oil price affects everybody, obviously does, fertilizer as well, which could lead to a food crisis. Given that,
here we go. Hit pause. Come on, stop. Stop it. You see, look what she threw in there. Now it's a food crisis? A food crisis. How these people got straight faces talking this, man. Mm-hmm. That's to let you know how all this really works out, because she's right to a degree. A lot of food gets imported into America, which don't make no damn sense. If you really drive around America, right? America is just one big farmland. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's only a couple really good cities. After that, the place is kind of like just a one big farm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yet nothing is made here. Come on. America will have a problem with food? That's when you know this whole thing is over. You know what I'm saying? This is madness. Hit play.
Any further reason to push within the alliance to have the position change?
Well, and to add to fertilizers and oil, we need to add also the LNG. So that means that all the energy and also fertilizers are affecting us. And as I said, it's our common concern at the moment. So when the U.S. representatives in NATO will raise that issue, then definitely the allies will discuss that. But nevertheless, we need to understand that also the cause of that at the moment is Iran, and Iran is keeping the Strait of Hormuz closed. So of course we need to find what is the best option, how to react to that, and how to keep.
Pause. But even though we seeing what's going on, whoever thought Iran was that strong? They got this whole thing shut down by themselves. There's no other Arab country. I mean, they got Russia and China supplying certain things, but the Russia and China is not there. They saying, nah, y'all can't do nothing. We hitting everybody who come through, and everybody like, oh, all right, man. Hey, yo, Iran, let me holler at you, man. Can I talk to you on the side? Can I take you for lunch? They bowing down. They like, yo, chill, bruh. Let me just get this money. Can I eat? They like, not right now, man. Talk like you really mean it, man. All right, America be wild. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now you talking my language. Come on through. We ain't gonna bomb your ass. This is what it's about. Look, 20% of global oil trade, 21 millions of barrels of oil daily. Daily. And all of that is what? They can't get through there. Because remember, they gotta go through there to get the oil. All right, I don't know if y'all, because nobody really thinks about how you get the oil. They literally get tankers in there and they fuel the tankers. They have underwater hoses, all of that. It's some wildness over there. I just started learning about that. You know what I mean? So they have to get up in there, go through the strait to get up into the Gulf. All right, go ahead.
Strait of Hormuz free. It's not just one question, one answer topic. We need to deal with that comprehensively.
Are you concerned about how this is affecting Russia? Because this strait is closed, the president has lifted sanctions on Russian oil, which thereby gives Russia more money to wage its war.
Pause. Remember, Trump and them had Russia under sanctions. They couldn't move their product. But now, because other people can't get product, they're allowing them to go to Russia for the product. So now, Estonia, countries like this, they're now nervous, right? Watch this.
Ukraine, does that make you worried about your country?
Absolutely, and this has been also here in Washington one of my messages, that actually the one who is benefiting from this situation is actually Russia. They will have a lot of extra oxygen in their budget. Right. So they've calculated their budget in this year with the oil price of $40-50 per barrel. And now it's double, so definitely they will have a lot of new money coming into the budget, and they can conduct the war in Ukraine more freely. And definitely Russia is benefiting from this situation. So the sooner the situation in Middle East will be settled, the easier it is also for Ukraine. And to be honest, from our perspective, from the European perspective, the situation in Ukraine is still the most concerning one, and we need to handle also this situation, how to give Ukraine the best possible best possible option for the negotiations for the peace.
All right. We good. But notice what he said. From our standpoint, the Ukraine is the most important thing. Why? Because they're all Edomites, right? They're all Edomites. They have to stop that because guess what? Russia's getting more oxygen, more power, more money, right? Listen, y'all, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, man. A lot going on. But, yo, we going to shut it down there, y'all. We're going to shut it down there because we'll keep going. And we got to shut it down right there. But all praise to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Great show. And don't forget about the Booster Club, all right? All right, y'all send your money to the Booster Club. We hitting the 4 corners of the earth, bringing back the 12 tribes, all right? The Isaiah 11:11 project, don't forget about it. All right, give as y'all can, all right? All right, also save a couple of dollars for the Nehemiah squad, all right? Tonight, the broadcast team, this is the first night we didn't fire them in like 2 months.
Right.
All right, so send us a couple of dollars. This way we can get them some better education. And they can stick around, right? All praises to the Lord, right? Hit us. They go to QR code, iuic.norcal@israelunite.org. All praises. All right. So next week, we coming back at you with another show. What's next week's date? 21st? What's today? The 23rd. I can't remember. I think somebody's coming on there. I cannot remember. But Listen, y'all, we don't think we got away from our guests. We got a lot of guests coming on. We do got a lot of guests. We had to move things around a little bit because there's so much going on. Yeah. We said, hey, we're going to jump on this and hang out with this for a little while, all right? So I can't remember who's coming on, but y'all make sure y'all here Monday, 8:30 Pacific time, all right? Be here or be square. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, yo, Officer Shem, take us out, bro.
I hope y'all don't choose to be square. Go ahead.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 21. Then I testified against them and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
Hey, yo, if you do this thing again, we got to lay hands on you. If you think you're going to go out of the program of the Lord, guess what? He got to lay hands on you. If you don't donate right here to the Booster Club, then we got to lay hands on you. And guess what, Orange Man? Keep that BS up, man. The Lord going to lay hands on you. Hey, this is tonight's show. Thank y'all for tuning in. We are the Nehemiah Squad. We are your hosts. We got the mighty Captain Zakai. I'm Officer Shim. That's Officer Judah. And we out.
All praises. Most High Christ bless y'all. Shalom.
I need a script, I don't need your grievance. Keep it to yourself. It's better for my health. Leave it on the shelf. Ain't hearing nothing else. Tonight and tonight, knowing the price. Pay it off for my life. Till it's out with your lights. Do it all for the Christ. And he ain't playing nice. Knew the end from the start. Fix your face like